icon, doesn't it, Daniel? Hopefully this will be better. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. There we go. Sorry it's been late. Technical issues, and I just wanted to make sure my camera wasn't flickering like it was last time. I may have to get a new one, which is annoying because I thought this one would be fine, but no. I look a bit too much like a raspberry. But well, I'm just going to do a normal sound check and then we'll carry on, okay? So, one moment. Come on. I do hate the fact that it does this, but... just trying to see if the game noise is coming through and then we'll carry on. It is indeed. Enough of that. And why does Ribbon hate you, Emma? And also, tell me what you think of the camera image of me. Is it too much like a raspberry? And also, I was going to try and have it so bright. Jesus Christ, it's coming through now. I was hoping to have it so that I wouldn't have the light on, but yeah, as we found out, Christmas lights strobing. Anyway, so for those of you that don't know what's going on, this is Late Night Howling, where I play a game just after finishing work on a Wednesday evening, to basically just enjoy it and stream a bit more, because there's no other time I can actually do it. But anyway, we've been playing the Banner Saga of late, a game that I've really wanted to get into properly and play a bit more. So far we have met, so far the story has gone that a great war between man and Varl broke out, and this was only ended by a greater threat known as the Dredge, which kind of forced both bands to fight together. Varl, by the way, like Norse-like giants. Anyway, after they defeated this, peace was restored between man and Varl. But after some time, some strange things have occurred. The sun is not setting, Dredge are returning, and we've split between two groups at the moment. One which has made its way to Frostfellow, which is mainly humans and a few Varl. Another which is more of a war band, which was sent to collect tithes, which is taxes from the lords that pay homage to the Varl king. And now Dredge are blocking your path, and they've killed the heir to the king. So it is now the second in the so many in line to the throne, Hakon, who now leads them. So we're just going to load from where we left off. Hang on, why do that when I can just press resume? This is the only save there. So your ribbon keeps breaking, does it? So we left it off where we could talk to the tax collector, or Margot, who is one of our heroes. So let's go talk to the character we started with, the Scriver. You should shed some wisdom upon what's going on. So this is our character Hakon. You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? That was the heir who unfortunately died. No, well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scriver leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Morgar's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. You consider what to say next. So what are you always putting down in that journal? I heard you were a terror in your day. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Get some rest. Always more marching to do. No offence, I'm assuming most Varl were warriors back in their day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Gorfheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Kuma is close, I think, but the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, although the skeever gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is that what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery Brian from Jaw Under now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. I was just trying it out, man, Jesus. What are you always putting in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Aberranger for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? God forbid. Ha, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Val in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Screw the rest of you. Your name up? What do you mean? Oh shit. No, I didn't know that. Because of how late I was, I just completely forgot. Oh well. You are here in spirit, I suppose. But thank you for letting me know them. May as well get some rest. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Suppose you talk to Morgar then we'll just have a look at our heroes before we move out. I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Morgar, which is good. I know most of these Val, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? You think you're walking into a death trap? Let's get back to it. Yeah, I'm not feeling that great myself and was terrible at work today. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? Throw together this many Val, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal, I've got these under control. The fighters we just got from Strahd aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days, and there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. Sorry, one sec. Oh god, my ear. Why, itchy itch. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Luna's pet Val is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl is in red is scary too. Yersa. She's probably the best fighter Luna's got, to be honest. I've ever heard some of the Val call her the witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Val more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope? I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forgot you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So now I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. Yeah, gee, thanks a lot, dickhead. You think you're walking into a death trap? This many Val? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Val to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Vognir to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag in his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Fuck's sake, why am I stammering and starring? Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What are you holding back about Vognir? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. If you say so, keep it to yourself. We need to know. How did Vognir die? He ran into dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down, like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Ludin? He probably didn't, but... damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Well, it was suspicious. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Let's take a quick check of our heroes, and then we'll be on our way. Again, have to say, I love the art style of this game. I'm not just saying that, I love it. Alright, so we've got, a level up for Hakon. So let us view you. Promote. Increase your stats. Yep. And now we can increase your armor by 11. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Any items I can equip to you? First, let's confirm it. No items I can equip. Okay, right, we're going to move you up here, Erik. Yep, there we go. So we don't have to do that later on. Right, and then we'll be off. But what further trials lay ahead of us, I do wonder. And we're off to Gorfheim again. Fighting our way through hordes of dredge. Look at that, says Morgar. In the hills, more dredge, no more than a dozen though. We should just as easily pass by as rushing up there to slaughter them. Loon overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strahd, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strahd. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. It'd be a waste of time. Strahd can handle that. Morgar sent him some warriors to take care of it. We deal with it ourselves. Send some warriors to take care of it. For now we'll hold our main strength for if any more come. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. He rushes off to find some volunteers. Loon and his men are not asked. You return to travel. 5 renown, 10 minus 10 Val. Hakon. You can hear Ludin's hard boot trot as you set up camp the first day and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? You're not wrong. Why do you ask? In fact, I plan to go out of my way to kill them. We only kill dredge when necessary. Why do you ask? Because since we left Aberrang, the Varl have been acting like I need protection. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Gorfheim, the banner of Aberrang. I insist on joining in battle. I almost gutted you in your first encounter and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. And I expect more resistance. From Vognir, maybe. They tell me you were his kinder. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing. Do you take on his responsibilities? It doesn't mean I care what happens to you. In my own way. Why the tough act, kid? In my own way. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man in. Is that right? Seriously? You better start. We will both be kings someday. Oh great, I don't want to be a king, mate. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. I wonder what the fuck he was gonna say. Looking at me as if I've just punched myself in the face. I don't want to be a leader. He's never wanted to be a leader. Oh. On exertion. You've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to free exertion lets you add free damage to every attack or move free spaces further than usual if you've got the willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. So we can now talk to, I'm assuming these are the two that we were told about earlier, Bercy the Varl, who works for the Prince, Ludin, and the Red Witch. So we can rest, which we don't need to. Right, let's go talk to him then. Bercy. Hello. You have a moment? As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book-reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Varl doing working for Ludin? Where did you learn to fight? Can I trust you? Start off asking him where he learned to fight. Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean? I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore. I had a lot of jobs. What do you want to know? Why is a Varl working for Ludin? What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What's the difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favour and don't get Ludin killed. He's important to you? No, but that's the one way to put it. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. Keep it any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. Fuck you, Bercy. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Indeed. Well, let's talk to the witch. Your witch lady. Yes, sir. Right. She watches you approach, her head tilted back, and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh. Can we talk? Yetta shakes her head. No. A smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curious contradictory words you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. You don't talk? It's about the flaming arrows. You're Ludin's bodyguard? Well, this has been fun. You don't talk? No. You do, though. I don't. Oh, that is just tricky, though. About the flaming arrows. Let's just get to the point. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them... She pulls an arrow, there's a flick off the wrist, and you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground and smoulders. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. You're Ludin's bodyguard? No, he's mine. Before you have a chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud. Then she looks slightly embarrassed. You're his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck. She watches you expectantly. This bitch be crazy. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Hakon. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Jesus Christ. His entire entourage is just batshit crazy. Like, we hardly even moved either. A bit of morale decline there. Oh God. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slag as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he didn't realise you were within earshot, not willing to die for him either. Make your presence known, but walk on. Challenge the Varl to a fight. Threaten them loudly. Blindside him. No, challenge him to a fight. Varl on Varl. Who will you take orders from, you ask loudly. Vognir's dead. You can decide right now. You raise your fists. He does the same reluctantly. His best shot's not bad, but you had a lot worse. You grab him by the horns, swing his entire massive frame through the air and plant him in the ground. What's his name? He asked his companions. Gris. Take care of Gris, you reply. You hear them laughing at his misfortune as you wander off. Shodan moves boss. A small gathering of tents comes into view, a group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Delgamer, as one does. The expressions turn. Dredge started appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Assure them the way to Stride is clear and see them off. Ask if they have anything to trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Varl in one place before. You're off to deal with those Dredge, you nod. We could part with some supplies if you need them. We'll take them. How much? I think they're going to need more than we are. You keep them. As you like. If you're passing Delgar Stone, I have a request though. My wife's brother stayed behind. You'll know him by the necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we are safely in Strahd. You agree, and the merchants continue onward. Okay, so we've got Dredging coming. Let's get ready for a fight. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then more guy who tells you, Dredge, know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vardenfell, and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plodded into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred Hakon? Asks Morgar. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. So this is another thing that happens. You've got to make decisions, not just constantly going into battles. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. Or you can take the burden on yourself with a harder battle or save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count, there must be at least 478 of them. You have 185 fighters and 456 Varl at your side. Charge, formations, hold them off, retreat, oversee. Formations. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain, morale and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Okay, so here we go. Right. So 9 armour. He does have a lot more strength. I do want to take Bercy though. Then again, if someone gets injured, we do want to have another Varl in the background, so we'll stick with this for now. I hate loading screens, especially quiet ones. Oh, so we've got quite a few we've got to deal with. Right, let's... Right, let's move her to that far corner. Move in there. Actually, yeah, here's what we'll do. Move him there. Move him there. And Luden. With her, with them. Actually no, there. With Hack on there. And then that way we've got 2 heavy hitters ready to go at it if need be. And you can stay where you are. Yep, ready up. Just move there. Engage the big guy. So, what abilities do you have? Sunder and Impact. Add strength and armor. Oh, hang on. Add strength and armor damage to the target adjunct enemies. Kind of pointless if there's only one enemy next to him. Right, let's get rid of his armor. So we can get harder next to him. Full armor. Just walk back there. And put his armor down. Oh come on, really? Dick. That's it. Get one good swing, good enough. I hate the fact that they don't get locked in combat. It's so annoying. Where said that? Jesus Christ. Right. Get this one's armor down. Oh no, it's gonna go. Oh shit! We really gotta get his armor up. Go there and attack. It hit 7. Nice one. We're working 3 now. Sorry to hear that your back's hurting, baby. Yeah, whittle his arm down. Oh shit, she's dead. Yep. Not exactly strong, is she? Move there. Yeah. Ooh, not finish him. Okay, good amount of damage though. 5 life. Right, who's next? It will be that guy. And then it will be the rest of them. Right. Move there. Finish that one off. That way we've got at least one down on each side now. Enter. What the hell is he doing? Looks like he's about to explode. It's gonna blow. Right. Go there and use your fuck's sake rally ability to get some willpower on Gorinov. For God's sake. There we go. Did not just send anyone a message. Lying, blibbing computer. Can't bloody fucking attack anyone. They're too far bloody way. Fucking just kill him, Hakon. Right. What is that? Here's one. Breaks an enemy's armor and punishes enemies for retaliating. Sounds good to me. So, yeah, there we go. Grenolf, you bloody moron. There we go. Punishes them for retaliating. 7. Jesus Christ, we're losing Val left, right and centre. Hakon's the only one up. Full 10. Only big guy left. And he's dead. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take the opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge will rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. We've only got 3 people up, and I don't think we're in any fit shape to really do it, but kill a few more as they flee. You take any dredge still brave enough to face you. Right, okay. Ludin, go there. Get his armour down. Oh shit, there's 2 little ones over there. Right, we'll deal with the big guy first. Actually, Hakon, go over there and deal with that one. There we go. At least weakened him, and it's made him have to walk round you first. Shit. That's a good thing, that is. I'm 10 armour now. Little bloody buggers. Finish this one off. There's one less we've got to worry about. That just destroyed some of Eric's armour. Get rid of some more of that armour so we can start hurting this fuck. Ludin, get him. And Eric's going to be down. We're going to so need some healing after this. Fucking finish this little shit so we can kill the big guy. Come on. Shit, I'm not going to be able to move over quick enough. And turn. Still getting around with his armour. Good. The Ludin can now get a fucking kill. Ooh. Gained item. Sword ring. At least you're getting there, And hey, this is the most you've ever talked on a late night howling. Coherently, at least. Probably that sleep you had. think we're going to have to camp because I need to make sure that everyone's going to be up for the next fight. At the moment, we are down to Val and Eric and the Witch. See how badly injured everyone is, shall we? Oh no. Can't see via that. I have to go to the Hall of Heroes to do that. So how many people are badly injured? How many days are they going to be out? Because rest requires days. So 2, 2, 1. So at least 2 in total. Right, let's start promoting again. There we go. Yes, I will spend 10 rounds to promote him. He's now got the full amount of army he can have. And this stat maxed out talent can now be unlocked. Activate this stat button to select one of the available talents. Hunker down, or type in straps. Armor blocks damage, so +1 armor resistance to armor damage. Oh, regen. Yes, please. There we go. That sounds like a good idea. Did that use my other point? No, it doesn't look like it did. Oh no, it did. That's fine. Don't bother me in the slightest, that doesn't. Promote. Yes. Boom. We're going to increase your armour, because you're going to be our tank of the team. Great enough, you didn't even get a chance to. But our little friend Eric did, who is a warden. I think increasing his will, because he's definitely our sort of leadership character. I have to be level 3 for that, that's fine. Right. Hack on, you're level 3, aren't you? So, +2 aggro, 5% dodge strength. Yes, please. There we go. Now let's rest for another 2 days and then we should be able to carry on, hopefully, with everyone ready to go. Yeah, there we go. Everyone's ready and rearing to go. Let's get going then. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Val. Let me get that again. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge, that direction. You overhear him tell Ludin. About a day away, they found a village. You ask what they're doing. Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more, looking for God knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what you say. Draw some of them forward and split them. Get closer before making a move. Wait to see what they do. Draw some of them forward and split them. You send a small group of shield bands to get their attention. They do. Half a day later, many dredge are giving chase up the hill in their plodding sort of way. You get ready to lay waste. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, the fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 467 of them, and you have 184 fighters and 452 Val at your side. Charge, hold them off, formations, retreat. Charge. You consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, batter down the enemy. They will throw you into the thick of battle, where fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Rethink your options. Right, let's oversee. Right, looking across the battlefield, you wonder if a tactical approach would be best. If you keep your weapons sheathed, you'll be able to take in the fight from afar and give orders with clear head. You can never tell exactly how it's going to turn out though. Listen to my orders. You hang back and try to direct the chaos of battle as best you can. 61 fighters, 150 Val, shitting hell. God damn it. We're not good promoted there. That one man got promoted out of that, shitting hell. That was a lot of dead. Though you managed to somehow escape the vicious assault from the dredge, it doesn't give you much confidence in clearing the small town below. You hope with many dredge out of the way, the odds will turn in your favour. I highly doubt it. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. Aval approaches you. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming that he didn't much care for your command. You're right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You will protect me? Get out of my face. You get one shot. You doubt his ability to do the job. Yeah, makes sense. I'll prove myself, he says awkwardly, taking his leave. I'll give him a chance to prove himself. You're close enough to hear the dredge rattling through the buildings below. Pull them out of the houses, Milgo suggests. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Take the fight to them. I don't like this. We'll skirt the village. Take the fight to them. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long, the dredge are gathered, ready for a fight. Right, so there are 314 of them. Formations. Right, into the fray we go. Right, this time we are going to take Bercy, and no offence, Grinolf, you're going to be staying behind because you didn't do so well last time, my friend. I'm going to promote Bercy as well before we go into it. Yeah, we're going to get his armour up to 10 and his armour damage up to 2. There we go. And we're going to move. Oh, hang on. Move you to where he is. Let's do this then. Literally looking at myself talking and my mouth, it seems to be hardly bloody moving. I am speaking, I do promise you that. My lips do actually move. See, I am animatedly moving them. Ah. Okay, so this doesn't look as bad, but there's a lot more big uns this time. Right, let's just all surround the little one and mob him. Right. Eric. You go there. Ludin. You behind him. Definitely moving you. Actually. Go there. We're going to kind of try and bring all our forces together so we can work as one. Right. You go there. Hakon, you stay where you are. Bercy, go on his left. And that one's right, I mean, sorry. Right, first swing of the match goes to Hakon, who's going to give a good old hack into this guy's fucking rocky features. Not going to use any will, because we've got down by half already. Fair enough, that will kind of make it hard for me to tell what you've got me AM. Right, bring the pain. Yep. That way I'll whittle his Dharma down if he attacks you again. Nope, but he's going to go towards Hakon, that's fine. We're just going to whittle his armour even more. Jesus Christ, are you joking me? That has got to be a piss take a little bit there. Hakon's already on 4. Seriously, there we go, there, we've got first kill, good. Let's move there, using one of our will, or one of her will. And will this guy's armour down further. Jesus Christ. shit. Hakon's down. That ain't good. Right, move that. Need to get rid of this fucker with the shield so I can start that anymore. There we go. 2 of them gone, good. Fuck me, this guy's downing my guys in 1 hit. Jesus Christ. Come on. Oh, come on. No. Fuck's sake. We are really not doing well here. Yep. Bring the pain to him. That way if he attacks you, he's going to lose more armour. Shit. There's not much where she can run really, is there? Fuck. I'm not guessing presents. I'm not being that guy this year. I do not mean to guess every other year, it's just that no offence, you end up telling me. It's your own doing, Emma. Stop blaming me. Shit, we just need 1 more. He's on 1 HP, come on. Shit thing, really? Christ, 1 more hit and he's... You are joking. Come on. This guy's got no armor practically. Come on. He's gonna down us and we've lost. Yeah, we've lost. Fuck. So we end up losing fighters due to that, and now all my guys are injured. Jesus Christ, though. This game is brutal. The assault on the town is a disaster. Really? Didn't really guess that already. Varl quickly start losing ground and you're overwhelmed. Many warriors fall in the retreat. It will take longer, but you'll have to go around the village, says Morgar. You regrettably agree. It takes a full day to navigate around the remaining dredge. Fuck's sake. As you skirt the town, you spot the bodies of allies who fell in the fight, including Gris. The Varl had given you a hard time earlier. It hits you harder than you expected. Fuck's sake. We're literally down to 111 fighters and around about 200 Varl. You hear a shout echo on the wind, a stranded Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl are heading your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. Okay, we could use some reinforcements. You must be with Vognir, Fasalt. Vognir didn't make it. You're serious. It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that. You're flying the banner of Skillid. The Skillid banner. What's happening? Isn't Ulfar in charge here? I'm Fasalt. Ulfar's still in Skillid. I'm in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Vognir. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening at Skillid yet. No dredge. They never came through Skillid. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way. We came here. Ridgehorn, the fort on the bay. That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Odin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you say? Careful now. You be careful. What did you start? We think men don't remember history. The long banner hangs in Aberrang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? What the fawn is this? Nobody. Take him and go to Gorfheim. We'll meet you later. Shut your mouth, Luden, or I'll smash your face in. No offense, this guy's pissing me off. Luden's head swivels in your direction, eyes wide. He seems uncertain whether to be insulted or threatened. What orders did Ulfar give you, Falsot? I'm supposed to offer any support you need. I've got 330 Val behind me, and Ulfar wants to know what happened at Ridgehorn. What's your plan? We're going to Ridgehorn. You're coming. We're going to Ridgehorn. You take Luden to Gorfheim. Forget Ridgehorn. We need to go to Gorfheim. Let's head to Ridgehorn. Let's find out what the fuck's going on. I'll have my Val fall in line. Yours to command, Hakon. Are you insane? He just said an army of dredge are pouring out of that fort. Go on to Gorfheim then, Prince. Have your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Luden up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glanced at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Val's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help, and my fighters. If I go, so do you, Yersa and Bersi. Luden's unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Morgar can't contain a chuckle. Ha! The prince has courage. I'd rather you were safely in Gorfheim, Luden. Don't do whatever you like, Luden. Knock him out cold and send him away. If he wants to get himself killed, by all means do it, mate. Paint me like the villain, Hakon. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Val lands. We're facing an army of dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into war. You're going for a third? Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Let the prince flank and send him off to Gorfheim. Walk away. You curse and threaten pandemonium. The prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Luden stays, so do Falstot's warriors. They join the caravan. Good, we needed some bloody reinforcements. Fucking hell. Getting 60 supplies. Right. Going to camp because, God, we need to fucking actually heal. Right, let's see how many days we're all going to be laid out flat today. Just a row of injured. 3 days in total. Okay. No offense, she doesn't seem to be doing much. Ugh. Right. Right. I'm gonna move you. Replace you. No. Right. Move. There. Eric. You go there. Grenolf. You go there. And we're going to promote you while we're here. And you're going to have more bloody armour. Fucking confirmed. Jesus Christ. Right. Let us rest for 3 days and then we'll be able to move on. And no more injuries. Good. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh god. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones, so that travellers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Oh shit, what was that noise? Dredge, shouts Morgar near the front of the cavern. Suddenly, black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? You shout. Morgar shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby Varl, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Get behind the shield bangers, shouts Morgar as you approach for a fight. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take quick head count. There must be at least 650 of them. You have 111 fighters and 602 Varl at your side. Hold them off. You consider making a wall and skirting the battlefield, buying enough time for you to help the weak and wounded make their escape. It's a risk. Your warriors will take the brunt of the attack, but it may save more lives in the long run. Get those shields up. Your forces are already wading into the fray as you assemble your allies and stay close to the caravan, ready to defend it. Enemies are starting to slip past the line and approach. Oh, brilliant! I like it. Though I think it needs a bit more of a space there, don't you, for the where it says Howling 4 and then how long. But at least we know it works now. And thanks, Em. Now I know how long I've been streaming. Brilliant. I must thank Skip the Damned when we next see him. Right, I think we're going to leave the line up the way it is at the moment. So let's start. So we've got a bunch of stone slingers. Okay. Right. More. What is it good for? Why'd you say it works twice, Em? Right. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. Get here, you little shit. I'm gonna smash your damn head in. Ow. Oh shit, they can move when you attack them. Dodge. I dodged it, bitch. Fuck you. Right. Move there. Let's whittle their armour down. Like use down the wings. Try and box them in. No. Okay. A lot of moving so far, not a lot of attacking. Seriously, can you just fuck off and leave them alone? Yeah, Sundering impacts. There we go, good amount of damage on that one. And move there. Finish that one off. There we go. Come on, good enough. Show us all how it's done. Nice one, boys. That's it, start focusing on the shield bangers who are just keeping you boxed in currently. And Eric's going to now rush in on the left. And get some of your armour down. That battleground. There. Can you attack? Just out of range. What use are you? They've really whittled down your strength, haven't they, mate? Would have affected both of them. Poor flipping Grenelf. Poor blooming pack on alone, you shitbags. Oh god, here we go. I'm having another bloody injury on my hands. Kill him. Fucking just kill him. God damn it, just kill him. What does Malice do? Affected enemy will attack this hero next turn. So it's kind of like taunting him and bringing him to you. Okay. That's it. Finish him off, Eric. There we go. I really rather regret giving him that flipping thing now, because they seem to just be attacking him constantly now. Yes! Nice one, witch. Now, go there. Hit him. There we go. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy are being pushed back all the way down the line. We could take this opportunity to pull back and leave the combat immediately. On the other hand, we're chasing down more dredge. Kill a few more as they flee. Didn't go well last time, but we do have more people. Hackman's the only one that's going to get properly injured. And looks like there is one left. I feel sorry for this one dredge, I really do. Effect. Okay, that's cool. Why do I want... Fuck's sake, I keep trying to end turn, you stupid son of a banshee. Right. Let's go there. The witch will go here. And turn. Yeah, we can go for the shield banger because he wants to try and whittle the strength down. Right, let's get rid of some of his armour so he's weaker. Good enough, keep moving on the right there. You slowly move up after him. Eric, you go in, my son. Give him a good old smack into the noggin. There we go, get a 5 on him. Nice one. And lovely archer lady. See if you can do some damage to him. And it should leave him with 1. And then he should be easier to kill. Oh. Again going after the shield banger. Such a clever little man, aren't you? Take that, you shit. Paladin's Razor. I think that was one of the ones I could buy earlier. Shit. 25 R. Are you kidding me? It's just pissing annoying, this is. Sometimes it feels like you're not getting anything, even if you do risk doing things. Admittedly, we didn't go into the thick of the fight, did we? What in the depths are these, you wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers? Nobody knows. Without warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of the brush, throwing itself upon the yokes attaching to the treasure cart. Surprised Val pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off slick rock and the sheer drop stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off the cliff. From the end swings a confused yoke still tied to its reins. On top, the dredge hangs on tight, keeping the whole thing from plummeting over the side. Side is Grenolf. One hand white-knuckled the cart, the other wrapped around a tree trunk. Tell Grenolf to let go. Try to help Grenolf haul the cart back up. Try to knock the dredge off. Tell Grenolf to let go. It's not worth it, mate. My duty, he grunts. He doesn't budge. You wonder how much this responsibility defines his reason for living. The dredge has found some footing and is trying to clamber up over the cart. The tree creaks under the weight. Orders him to let go with authority. Try to help him haul the cart off. Knock the dredge off. You come up with a fist-sized stone. It bounces off the dredge's hard armour with a thunk. Just as Ubin appears huffing, the tree creaks under Grenolf's grip and pulls from the ground. The whole collection of things suddenly disappears from sight. "No!" cries the old Varl. The cart plummets and flips over rocks along the way, tossing its contents across the snow in a shower of gold and gore. The yokes and the dredge are torn to shreds. Grenolf lies motionless, his limbs splayed and at an unnatural angle. Following the shock of Grenolf's death, shit! Well, one of our guys just died, and you find yourself wondering what that dredge went after the yokes in the first place. Then you realise the bigger problem is the vast fortune now laying at the bottom of the cliff. Nothing for it, there's no time to stop now. Your call, Ubin. Try to cover it up and come back later. Leave some vials to gather and return to Strahd. Try to recover Grenolf's body. With few options, you settle on lowering a man by rope into the valley. He shouts that the battered body of Grenolf is definitely dead, but with this combined weight the rope won't hold. The gold is scattered across the rock and too far to reach anyway. You face the fact that it has been a complete loss. A day later, you're back on the march with nothing to show for it. Fuck. Grenolf. Fuck. So we've just lost another character. Shit in hell. This is just one miserable moment after another, isn't it? The Frostfella were now caught between between clans. Here we're caught between dredge and a fucking rock face. The caravan stops, Godstone looming overhead for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it, and the stone gives you an ancient sense of being watching over in a comforting way. Didn't help the bodies underneath it though. The earth at the base of the Godstone is scarred like a struggle occurred. Merchants no dredge encircling the Danugar are a variety of goods, a barrel of mead, who knows how old, loose silver, a statue made of soapstone. I do beg your pardon with all my burking. Offerings to a dead god. Leave the dead and no offerings alone. Leave the offerings but check for the merchant's brother. In the midst of the pile of bodies, a glittering catches your eye. You fish a gold necklace from a jerkin and find 5 gold rings strung on it. The merchant's brother. Guess he didn't make it, you mutter. Take the necklace and intend to return it. You toss the necklace to Morga and tell him to hang on to it. If anyone can be trusted, it's him. Don't know what made them think the Godstone would be safe, Morgar grunts. We're completely exposed up here, he says. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little further away. Move on. You return to the travel. Shit. Just shit. Grenolf, your brilliant companion. We've lost a lot of fighters though. In the distance you see smoke rising from the trees. Drenge aren't known for setting fires, says Morgar, but it does get their attention. We use fires like that to lead them along in the Great Wars. Yeah, but they'd wised up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Falsod. The other group from Skillard were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Send some Varl to take a look. Check it out yourself. Send some Varl to take a look. Morgar, send a few Varl to warriors to look, you say. They disappear over the hill and you keep steady pace while you wait for them to return. They don't reappear. Well past the time it should have taken them. Go yourself. I'm ready for a fight. You take Morgar and a dozen warriors with you. You shuffle past dozens of dead slag and Varl before the clearing opens up. Hundreds of Varl sit near the fire, including those you sent to investigate. One puffs on a pipe. Hakon, he greets you. Your warriors said you wouldn't leave them. He explains they had come from Skilled and were surrounded, then lit a fire when they spotted you. Sorry you had to miss the fight, he grins, and his warriors join your caravan. Okay, we gained some morale. That's good at least. We didn't lose any more either. Morgar comes to you privately. I've seen some of the warriors disappearing, he says. At first, thought it was my imagination. Now I'm certain several have just gone missing. Mostly men, but some Val too. Can't quite figure it. If it's abandonment, you can't let it stand. Have Morgar question the ones who have returned. Demand answers personally. Make an example of a few. Ask Luden if he knows anything about this. Have Morgar watch and follow anyone else. Yes, follow him. He agrees, but worries about leaving the caravan unattended. You assure him he'll be fine, but the next day you haven't learned anything more and you have to push on. Fuck. Right. Let's count. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with a sigh, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the attitude and weariness yourself. Morgar leans on the fallen tree, fiddling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Ridgehorn just starting to peek around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across the clear sky towards the fort. We should follow those birds. Why? That's the plan, isn't it? Are you okay? Why? Without an answer, another word, Morgar starts running towards the birds and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly, he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all their worth. He swoops towards Ridgehorn before bursting into flames and plummeting into the tower, which is crumbling like a log from a smouldering campfire. Why do I get the sense that we are dreaming? Yep, we're dreaming. You think you lost your mind, then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of crackling logs. What is going on, you mutter. Morgar approaches you at the campfire. Hakon, did you see? He starts. Yeah, you both agreed to keep it to yourselves. Oh shit, so they both had the same fucking dream. Oh, that's cool. Right, let's rest. Okay, let's rest again. There we go, let's get rid of all the flipping problems now. Right, now let's have a look at some of the fucking people we have left. God's blood, we've got only a few left. Altitude sickness causes hallucinations. We could be getting... That could be what is happening, Could be indeed. Right, let's move you there. And that way we have a full lineup. Right, also... Promotion. Let's give you armor and strength. And you get promoted. And you get promoted. More armor for you because you are just a squishy madman. And yes, sir, as well. Promotions for everyone. Armor breaking because you are going to be our whittler. I whittle good. She's our whittler. She's our right little whittler, that one. Actually, I just do have more promotions. Still got 2 points, that's why, because I didn't confirm it, did I? Right, let's put his arm up. And Luden needs promoted as well. Pompous, arrogant shit. Oh, look at me, I'm a pretty pampered princess. Yeah, give me a pretty pampered princess when a fucking dredge smashes your head in, mate. You dick. Why don't you swivel on it, you stupid, pompous, arrogant Yumi? I've just... Right, so there's Ridgehorn in the background. Even from here it looks foreboding. I'm sure you've seen them, Morgar says, but we're being followed. Dredge have been on our asses since we left the Godstone, lots of them. I'm sure there's plenty in front of us, too. But we're just half a day out from the thick woods. We might lose them there. No, stop and get everyone ready for a fight. We'll lose them. God, more slag. Good, more slags to kill. Oh, we'll stop and fight these ones now. Okay, says Morgar. I'll ready the warriors. Careful, Hakon. This isn't the time to start taking risks. Shit, there's a lot more of them than us. Charge. Yep, rush into the battle. We've taken too many losses as it is. Hakon's razor, no one's level 4, so Jesus Christ, this has all gone to shit, this has. Hopefully this isn't going to be the end of my Banner Saga streams, because I do really want to continue playing this. I will admit, it's nice that I'm actually just making decisions and not going, oh, I'm in an hour and I don't want to do this, I don't want to fuck my game up. Right, so we've got 2 shield guys and 3 shield guys. Great. Right. Right, Hakon. Mercy. Right, Morgar, I'll go there. Fast on. Go there. And Hakon. And Bercy will deal with that one. There we go, some of his armour. Yep, any damage you do to him, he'll do back to you. Boom. Bercy, go over there and help out with that one's armour down. Is that where we can kill him quickly, hopefully? Right. Form up. Got 4 of Bercy's armour there. Damn it. Right. Come on, Eric, help us out here, mate. There we go. Right. Can't do anything with that. But definitely weakened him, and they hit the guy behind him as well. Nice. Right. Good 7. Shit, no, seriously? He is only going to be able to hit a 2 on him? He's only got 1 armour and he's only able to hit a 2. That's stupid. Let's kill this one and then we can move on to the others. There we go. Damn it. He's stuck in our place now. Oh look, he's got 6 health now, you shit. I could put damage from him as well. Your strength's been whittled down quite a lot, hasn't it? Ooh. Damn, nice one. Bastard. Right, let's get over here. Hakon go that way. Shit, you've only got 1 health left. really good strength up Morgar. He's going to finish up Morgar, which is kind of weakened our line now. He's there, Eric. Yep. Finish him, Feston. Deflected, nice. Perfect. That's two of them down in a matter of turns. Leave the witch alone, for crying out loud. Let's do it to this one. Damage his armour and hurt him. Nice. And Eric's down. Not good. Right. Let's get into the fight here. Take that, you shit. There we go. Nice. She's down now though. Percy. From 12 to 10. First one, go there. I'll whittle their army down there. Oh, he gained some armor back because of tattered straps. Seven, perfect. Finish him. Last one. 4, perfect. There we go. Finish him. Nice. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. Pull back before they regroup. The dredge give you a wide berth and scatter in the distance. 7 fires almost then. Losses that time, and the fact we only got minor ones is good. And we only got 3 injuries, so that's not as bad as it could have been. Oh god, my back. Gonna use my own thing, own code here. Doesn't work for me. Oh no, it does. 1 hour 24 minutes. Didn't work for a minute then. I thought I was being singled out then. Right, deep inside the woods you get the distinct sense that dredge have more or less surrounded you, and in great numbers. Their dark shapes create unsettling patterns as you slide between the trees in every direction. At least it's not as bad as it could have been if you hadn't taken out a good portion of them already, you think. You call Morgar. Any ideas, Morgar? We're going to wait them out. Get the others ready to fight. Yeah, pray to whatever god you like. There's more of them waiting on the other side of the woods than we've seen so far. We may be seriously outnumbered, especially if we wait. Yes, sir, appears unexpectedly. What if, she says, patting her arrows knowingly, you could set part of the woods on fire and draw their attention while you escape or try to draw them into a trap. Was this your idea, you ask? She shrugs innocently. Fight your way out as usual. Wait to see if they disperse. Create a forest fire as a distraction. Draw them into the wood and set them on fire. Lure them into the woods without the fire. Create a forest fire as a distraction. Let's do that. We know that they're lured by fire. You escort Yersa about an hour's trek to the far edge of the trees, where she sets a few soaking rags in key locations with a volley of flaming arrows. The rags catch a dramatic fashion, sending the area up in flames despite the thickening snow. You hightail it back to the caravan where Morgar is already reporting that dredge are heading towards the fires. Yersa cackles with delight, all but reinforcing the nickname the Varl have given her as the Witch. After a long half hour, their numbers have thinned. We better get out of here before that really spreads, suggests Morgar. You break through the trees and plough into the dredge who remain behind, hoping to cut through them before the others notice. 481. Okay. We don't really have the number, so we're going to have to oversee. Yep. Best you can. 13 fighters, 102 Val. That is not as bad as it could be. Oh, right. I think what we're going to do then, because it has been an hour, and I only usually do late night howling for an hour, we're going to call it there for today, guys. So thank you very much to everyone who came and watched. I really do appreciate it. If you did like this, don't forget to follow up above, and obviously turn on the notifications so you can get notified on when I'm next going live. You can also, if you want to get more early warnings, despite the fact today I forgot to do it because I was just literally thinking, am I going to be able to get the bus today? Is it going to be late again today? I usually do an early warning on both my Twitter and my Instagram, so do follow them down below. You can also, if you want to see more content, just go to the link down below to my YouTube channel and basically watch all my Fallout streams, my other late night howling streams, the beginning of the Banner Saga streams. You can also watch my Dawn of War, my first impressions, which more content of that may be coming out soon. I'm not going to make promises as Christmas is coming up and as it's the busiest time of the year to get presents and stuff for like my family. I have to do that first. But anyway, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to catch me live, just go to twitch.tv/WolfReaper54. My schedule is literally down below. After today, tomorrow I will be today, Thursday, at 5 PM I will be streaming with my lovely fiancée, continuing our playthrough of Divinity Original Sin. We finally may have found a lead as to who might have killed the Chancellor Jake. And then Friday, when I do my Dawn of War 2 Chaos Rising stream, where we are the Blood Ravens are battling against Heresy now. Anyway, I will see you then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one. This is Wolf Reaper 54, howling out. Bye bye.